This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
This is episode 706 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast for March 18th, 2026. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. It is me, Lee. I am here with Tracy and Michelle. Chris isn't here this week because he's been banished. I can't even listen to him right now. I won't tell you what it is. Maybe we'll delve into that. I know people complain, but maybe we'll delve into that in the bonus show a little bit.
You leave my boy alone.
Sacrilege was what came out of his mouth, so we might bring him on a bit later.
Wow.
I still got my boxing gloves on, buddy. Let's go.
Anyway, let's kick off with some Producers Club birthdays.
What,
please,
so you
Tracy.
like just stop that steam that's coming out your ears? Okay. We're going to have our first badge. We are starting with birthday twins on March 18th. And we're starting with Brian Fuchs' birthday. Happy birthday, Brian!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Brian.
And it's also Lynn Stewart's birthday. Happy birthday, Lynn!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
And then on the 20th, it's Andy DeMatalara's birthday. Happy birthday, Andy!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Hey, Andy. Happy birthday.
And last for this little batch, on the 21st, it's Lauren Uhallick's birthday.
Happy birthday, Lauren!
Happy birthday, Lauren!
Happy birthday,
Lauren Uchalik. I like that one.
So that's it for the first batch, and I'll see you later for the next batch.
UUOP is brought to you by the Producers Club. Join today and get bonus episodes, the chance to be a guest host, birthday shoutouts on air, be part of our awesome Facebook community, and more. Head over to uuop.supercast.com to subscribe. Shameless plug.
All right, moving on. It is time for... Actually, when Seth messaged me this, he went, by the way, it's a long one. And I said, that's what she said. It is time for Little Things with Seth.
This is Seth Kabursky from the Unofficial Guides, back with a look at all the little things new around the Universal Orlando Resort for the middle of March 2026. Seems like just a couple weeks ago when we were deep in the coldest winter to hit Orlando in decades. Well, now summertime temperatures are back along with the spring break crowds, which are arriving. So be prepared for longer waits if you are hitting the parks in the next few weeks. We'll kick it off in City Walk, where the Cinemark Movie Theater is celebrating the arrival of the new Super Mario Galaxy movie with a glowing star photo op in the rotunda. Some City Walk restaurant updates for any vegans out there. Antojitos has gotten rid of their vegan enchilada, but replaced it with a plant-based Baja salad. And Big Fire has removed their cauliflower steak. They still have the artificial meat chunk steak available. And sadly, it looks like Vivo has gotten rid of their free bread service.
There you go, Chris.
You'll now have to purchase a loaf of focaccia if you want some starch. By the way, keep your eyes open as you are exiting City Walk back to the garage because a refurb wall has blocked off the last rightmost exit moving walkway just past the bead tree. That may create a pinch point on busy nights exiting towards security. All right, as we head inside the parks, I've noticed lots of quick service restaurants have updated their menus and are now only showing the price for a combination meal that includes a drink and or side dish. If you only want the a la carte entree platter, you can request it at a cashier or order it through mobile ordering. Heading into Universal Studios Florida, I hadn't seen Hello Kitty out and about much since her store was turned into a Wicked walkthrough, but I spotted Kitty this week in the Hollywood area just outside the studio store near the park exit. Couple things of note over in the DreamWorks area. The sign outside of Shrek and Donkey's meet and greet used to display their set times, but now it just says to look for their appearances in the Universal app. And I recently reported about how the Shrek splash pad had been entirely removed. Well, now the Kung Fu Panda splash pad on the left side of that area has been walled off. No word yet if that's also going to be removed. But right now, the only water play elements available in DreamWorks is the bucket dump area on the right side of Kung Fu Panda, which was originally constructed as part of the Curious George play area. Just outside of DreamWorks, the E.T. adventure has had a notice of commencement for some work filed. The expiration date isn't till 2028, so I don't know exactly when this work will happen or how long it will take. But in the meantime, a Little Things listener wrote into me to point out that the stuffed animal forest friends who were hidden throughout E.T.'s queue have been removed at some point in the recent past. If you enjoyed searching for them as a scavenger hunt while waiting for E.T., you'll just have to listen to Botanicus or doom scroll on your phone instead. And finally, at the studios, I finally got an opportunity to ride a Mardi Gras float for free, and I'm going to tell you how it went. You're going to want to report to the former Fear Factor Live Stadium just before 3 p.m. Don't show up too much earlier because there's really no shade. But if you're one of the first few people in line, they'll hand you a standby ticket, which guarantees you a spot in the parade as long as you show up between 5:15 and 6. I was a couple dozen people back in the line, so I got a raffle ticket instead. If you show up at Animal Actors at 6 p.m., they'll call out the numbers, and I was one of the first ones picked. Keep in mind that you must be all checked in with your waiver by 6:15 p.m., and at that point, there's no more food or drink available. You'll also need to use the restroom before then, because once they start loading you up on the floats around 6:15, there's no opportunity to go to the bathroom until the parade is over around 7:30. One last tip, if you want to be placed on one of the double-decker floats and be up on the top deck, be sure to wear closed-toed shoes. If you're wearing sandals like I was, you'll just be on one of the lower decks. All right, let's hop on over to Islands of Adventure, where the Ocean Trader Market, the outdoor store right past the Island Trading Company in Port of Entry, has closed and become the new Lost Emporium. This is a home for the spooky merchandise, which was previously sold at the All Hallows Boutique in Lost Continent, along with the henna artists and psychic readers who were housed there. Lost Continent isn't long for this world, so it's no surprise that that has shifted over. Didn't notice too much that was new over in Marvel's Superhero Island, but in Toon Lagoon, all of the water features were off, even though it was quite a warm day. And despite the crowds beginning to build for spring break, Blondie's was once again closed. There also still continue to be walls right outside of the bridge to Sweet Haven. Some menu updates in Jurassic Park. Pizza Predatoria has sadly ditched the Brookie, which was one of the great inventions in theme park desserts, and is now instead serving a strawberry Nutella sundae. Just across the way, Burger Digs has a brand new menu. The former spring salad is gone, but they've now got a vegan chorizo chimichanga. Inside the Jurassic Park Outfitter store at the exit of the River Adventure ride, while that attraction is closed for a major refurb, they've added a green screen photo op where the ride exit should be. You get to sit in a Jeep and get a picture of you superimposed into a Jurassic Park background. For all of you wondering what's going on with Pteranodon flyers in Camp Jurassic, Universal has posted a May 15th reopening date for that kiddie coaster. We'll have to see if it makes that or if that work is extended. And as we try to exit Jurassic Park, you'll see that the bridge to Hogsmeade is still closed, and the bridge to Lost Continent is half closed with maintenance work going on one side of the bridge. Speaking of Lost Continent, Fire Eater's Grill has reduced their menu. They've gotten rid of their crispy chicken salad, and they've also gotten rid of their edible cookie dough in favor of a chocolate churro. Meanwhile, Doc Sugray's Kebab House has modified their entrees to now be bowls that include a Greek salad and pita, and have added a trendy Dubai chocolate brownie with pistachio cream to the list. And finally, in Seuss Landing, I noticed that the popcorn cart across from Cat in the Hat is now serving garlic parmesan flavored popcorn. This joins the maple bourbon popcorn now being served in Jurassic Park. If you have a souvenir popcorn bucket, you can get it refilled with one of these flavors for just $4. Okay, now it's time to take a trip to Volcano Bay, where Volcano Bay Nights hard ticket events will be returning on select nights from May 3rd through August 22nd. This year, instead of featuring Scooby-Doo, you'll be able to meet DreamWorks characters at the event. If you've been wondering how they are handling the lockers at Volcano Bay ever since they got rid of the Tapu Tapu wristbands, the answer is that you now need to see a team member in person when you rent a locker and get a disposable wristband that you will be able to scan at a locker. I noticed a new reserved seating option at Volcano Bay. If you wanted to rent 2 of those premium lounge chairs, that'll run you about $150 at this time of year. But instead, they now have a reserved seating section near the Hanu slide where you can get 4 chairs for $100 a day. This section does not include food delivery service, and I'm not sure if it will still be available after the refurbishment work is done on the premium lounge chair seating near the front of the park. In other refurbishment news, Tai Nui, which is the steep green serpentine slide that comes down from the top of the volcano, has been closed for quite some time. And I'm hearing that it is going to get a rebuild to reprofile the slide and reduce the extreme G-forces. That will be happening during the downtime after the park closes this fall. And the rebuilt Tai Nui should be available when the park reopens in spring of 2027. There's also some rethatching going on the event pavilions over on the right side of the park. And I was sad to see that the Feasting Frog food stand has gotten rid of their tuna poke, which was one of my favorite snacks. They're now serving various walking tacos, including one with vegan chorizo. Last but not least, you'll remember last year how I reported that Vol, the spirit of the volcano, had been silenced inside the caverns when the live performers who controlled him were let go. Well, Vol is back now as a non-interactive video loop, but he still tells the story of the Waturi tribe, and you can also still activate all the touch points, including the glowing fish on the wall of the caves, by pressing the old tap points with your hand. No Tapu Tapu wristband required. And we'll end this little things with a couple notes from Epic Universe. Super Nintendo World is celebrating the Super Mario Galaxy movie now through April 13th. And the big little news everyone's waiting for, Stardust Racers is scheduled to reopen on April 6th, following what Universal is officially described as regular annual maintenance and inspection. I've also heard that they may be reconfiguring the queue somehow or doing something else to help improve capacity and throughput, as well as possibly doing some more serious maintenance on the coaster after its troubled first year. All right, that'll wrap it up for now. As always, you can find my unofficial guide to Universal Orlando 2026 edition at theunofficialguides.com. And until next time, I am Seth Kaburski, keeping an eye on all those little things for you.
Yep, that was
Little
a few,
things.
yeah.
I think we just need a petition and make it Lotto things.
I think you're right.
Yes.
I
haven't heard little things in a while.
I have to question Seth's edible cookie dough. Isn't all cookie dough edible?
No.
No.
Why?
So
Because raw eggs.
the edible one takes out the egg.
Egg.
You
Takes
can
up-
eat
And
raw
anything
eggs.
that can be
You can in our country.
I've eaten
but
raw
in
eggs
some
before.
countries you can't. And some people have
Well, I mean, you
sensitivities.
can,
You can
but
eat anything once.
You can get
it
sick
does
from
tend
it.
to have some bacteria in it and can get
Yeah.
sick. So over here, it's
Yes.
not
Plus, like
advised.
3 companies run the entire food system of the U.S. So it's not great how fast they do these things and get us sick.
Also,
Yeah.
don't bring up the cookie dough because why have we? Everything always get replaced with something chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
I struggle so much to find desserts because they're all either chocolate or bloody coconut.
The notice for commencement from ET is an interesting one because we heard last year that thing's going down at some point for a major refurb.
We did.
It needs it.
No, we're hearing full refurb, all animatronics getting replaced, all the lighting getting replaced, like a full-on. So this kind of goes along
That's
with that.
amazing.
Yeah, I hope so.
You know, I think
Yeah, it is.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Because it's the final attraction, basically.
I really like it, but it's very much stuck in the 1990s at this point.
Yeah, but it's also they can't
its
change
charm,
it too
though.
much because
Just update. It's like I've always said, the Cat in the Hat desperately needs some TLC, and I don't want them to change it. I just want them
Yeah.
to
Well, I want
bring
things
that
to
attraction
work.
up to what it
Yeah.
should look like
Yeah.
if it was made in 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this has been my concern with Epic Universe, with people coming down to Orlando who've never been to Universal before, who walk into Epic Universe for the first time and get blown away by the standard of that park, the animatronics, the special effects, and then go to the other parks and ride like the Cat in the Hat and go, "What the f*** is this?"
yeah. Yeah, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
That keeps that line down.
Yeah, no, it'd be awesome to see what they do with the ET attraction.
I agree.
Like, obviously not changing it massively, but
No.
updating everything,
Yeah.
animatronics especially, that'd be really cool.
That's all it needs.
Yeah. And I will let you know, there is no budget. I will pay any amount of money if that Magdoll animatronic shows up inside of any store
like
that
the
I can buy it
antique,
from.
which is the one. There's one that Nate always goes to, isn't it? I can't think what it was. Brian and Laura went to it.
The Florida Antique Mall.
I think that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds right. But it'll be like, how much is that going to be?
If it's working, I'll pay any amount of money.
Chris will have it twerking on his desktop.
Yeah, I want that little rose that shakes the whole time.
There's something else I was gonna say.
I'm just traumatized at the thought of it.
We all need more nightmare fuel.
It's so
Well, yeah.
funny reading people's chat online about Stardust Racers at this point. I was literally reading, I won't mention the group and I won't mention the people, but prior to recording tonight, I was reading one out to you, wasn't I? Where someone was like, "Oh, we're going down on the 19th. Is it going to be open?" And someone went in and went, "Oh my God, no, it's closed till April the 5th because apparently they're doing, yearly maintenance that takes 2 months." And this other guy going in, "Yeah, they're making sure it's safe for everyone because it's been open for a year. If you think you can do better, go and get a job for Universal and get it open quicker." And I was like, "Go on there."
Clap back. Oh man.
It does seem to have had a really troubled first year. I mean, obviously the accident taken out of that, it's been up and down a lot. It's
I
such
think
a shame.
this double valleying issue has been the final straw for it because I'd already said it quite a few shows before. Looking at it, there wasn't space to get equipment in, and it turns out they didn't actually factor in space for cranes to get in, which is why they struggled so much getting those cars off after it valleyed. So something's got damaged, obviously, because they've had to get them off because they couldn't winch it, because they couldn't get a winch in.
I don't think they were genuinely expecting it to be that cold for this ever to happen. That's the problem.
Right.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah. Because I've been doing some research and I know we talked about it a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, whatever it was, about the difference between. So it's there are different steels and materials that they use for coasters in different places because of those core temperatures and it'll have been built knowing that 99.9% of the time it's never going to get below whatever it might be, Whereas you have this freak occurrence this year where it's like literally there's ice in places and like, oh.
I've never seen images like that before.
No.
It was just crazy.
So the valleying was because of the cold?
Yes, and the wind. I think it was a bit of wind and a bit of the cold, yeah.
Because they changed the wheels out for different weather.
I don't know.
I think they changed the wheels. Because if you think about metal, contracts and expand, whatever the opposite of that is. Yeah, gets bigger and smaller in the hot and the cold. I'll just use
Expands and contracts,
Yep.
you said
expands and I wasn't sure if expands is right. Anyway, so I'm assuming that the wheel types would be smaller for colder weather because
I don't know
the
how
metal
they
will
work.
contract. Well, you'd end up with a
baggy.
baggy. Wow.
Baggy wheels.
So I assume that's why they would swap out the wheels.
Yeah.
So, and like you said, that cold snap came on fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And as somebody being a Floridian their entire life, like that was not natural whatsoever.
Oh, Chris, look, when we came over in
Mardi Gras.
2020, yeah, as someone that's used to that weather, it doesn't matter whether you're used to it or not. If you get a drop in temperature from one day to the next, it drops something like 50 degrees overnight. I was freezing.
We are used to that weather.
Oh, yeah.
We don't
were
go out in
so
shorts and
cold.
t-shirts in it.
Yeah.
We'd be bundled up.
I was colder then than it was when we were over in that other December when you and you and Michelle were huddled under Mel's, and me and Audrey were freezing our
With
off,
our
stood out the
t-shirts.
side watching the holiday
cold.
parade.
So cold.
It was colder than that.
Mhm.
Like if you look at the picture of me, Chris, Darren, and Tracy outside of the broadcast centre that day, we're there in like hoodies and a pair of jeans because that's all we've got, and Blake's in like a big puffer jacket and a woolly hat and gloves. Crazy. It's
That was
crazy.
that same day.
Yeah.
Wow, what a day!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. I can't imagine being over there at that time. Like, not to. It was bad enough coming over in that December. I was cold. I did not enjoy it. Well, I enjoyed it. I just didn't enjoy being cold. I didn't like having jeans on for most of the trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's not
Florida
Florida
should be
for
a
me.
shorts only state.
Oh, 100%.
Amen.
Have you guys seen the Lost Emporium then?
Yes,
Mhm.
just pictures on.
Yeah.
we
Pictures.
posted it.
I like
Yeah.
it. I actually think
Yeah.
it's better there than it is where it was. Because I know when we've done talking about stuff we've never done, that store was one of them, and we were all, apparently, Chris and I were getting crop tops. At least we don't have to do
Yeah,
that
we were
anymore.
supposed to. Yeah,
I think this is a much better fit for port of entry right now,
I
to
hope
be
they
fair.
do
It
have our
doesn't look as
size.
crowded.
No, it's going to happen, Chris.
It seems more open.
right.
I think that was the issue with the All Hallows boutique, wasn't it? That it got quite cramped if you got a lot of
Yeah.
people in there, where this is much more open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you had a spot that, for the most part, was empty
Yeah.
at all times.
Oh, it made a lot of sense when they did it. I love the fact that they did do it. A little bit of Horror Nights year round over in Islands was perfect, but
Yeah.
you're still kind of getting
No,
that.
no. I'm talking about where they put the store now.
Oh,
like,
right.
The shops that were there is like,
Oh, yeah. Well, we talked about it, didn't we? That no one ever goes in there. You never see anybody in there. No one buys anything from there. Theming-wise, phenomenal, but...
oh yeah, 100%. Like if it wasn't Universal and like Islands of Adventure, I would just think it's like a money laundering front, right?
Yeah,
Just
right.
How long it's been open with nobody there.
It might be.
Like a
Could
vape
still
shop
be,
or a
yeah.
Turkish barber's.
All the citizens of Port of Entry, that's where they launder their money, apparently. Tracy's
Tracy, you're
like,
gonna have to add
there
this
you
to
go.
your tour on the next weekender.
Wow.
It's weird. There's a lot gone on, but not a lot gone on, as there's just a lot of little changes. I know, Chris, we talked about on the bonus show, you brought it up 2 weeks ago, was it, about the Vivo bread? We never actually talked about it on the
Yeah.
main show.
I'm glad it's still there, but also, come on, like
I
that's we're paying some good money for the dishes that are there.
Yep.
And like I go to a ton of restaurants, Italian restaurants down here, and for the most part, bread is normally like free.
Yeah, to
And
standard.
even if you
it's
have
everything,
like
isn't it?
badass bread,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like great. If you're gonna do like garlic cheese bread, like something different, charge, not a problem. But
Exactly.
bread-
Yes.
But your bog standard bread.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like I wonder if the nacho chips are still, if you still get them in antijitos then,
Antijitos.
or whether
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be a next
interesting.
one to go.
Yeah.
Because
It feels like nickel and
Huh.
diamond at this point.
100%. Yeah,
You know.
that's definitely not cool, especially because it's such a low cost item.
It really is.
Right,
And
like
yeah.
like half the time when we're picking what restaurant to go, like when we say Vivo, it's for the bread,
Uh-huh.
and then we'll order food, right? So no matter what, I'm gonna not finish my meal because I'm gonna get stuffed on bread, but I'm still gonna buy my meal.
but I wonder,
Yeah.
people
Get your
aren't.
second dinner.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
people aren't going to buy the bread, are they? I wouldn't walk.
No,
Like,
I
I
would
will
never
quite
buy the
happily
bread.
eat the complimentary bread, but if it's not coming, I'm not ordering bread
Yeah,
unless
mean,
it's got
yeah.
pizza toppings on
I
it.
mean, is it a case of they've been throwing so much bread away because people don't want to fill up on bread? In
I
that
mean, it
case,
could be that.
make it optional.
Yeah, but ask.
I
Yeah.
highly
Yeah.
doubt
Say,
that. To
like,
be honest with
would
you
you
guys.
Would you like some bread?
Yes, would you like the complimentary bread bowl, bread basket, whatever they call it? And some people say
I don't
no,
see that, to be honest.
But
We don't. It's a corporation. They don't care about saving like waste. They care about
True.
making money. So personally, it's just hey, we can make a little bit more money here. But again, it does feel like you guys said like a cash grab.
It's funny, we've talked about it a lot over doing this podcast for 15 years, about how for the longest time Universal really looked after is not the right word, but they didn't try and nickel and dime their guests. And then COVID hit, and they came out of that in a really strong place up against Disney. And since then, they've really done a lot of those things that we used to complain that Disney used to do. I mean, the one I go to every time is the Ride and Dine for the parade floats
Yeah.
at Mardi Gras. That used to be free. You
Yeah.
might not get on it, but it's now. And again, I'm torn with it because it means you can guarantee it. Because if that is something you desperately want to do,
you can guarantee it if you can get in, if you can book it.
And there's a rule, they don't generally sell out the ride and dine because people don't want to pay for it. But it's little things like that. I mean, Chris, we talked about it recently as well, how expensive the drinks are and the food, to be fair, at Epic Universe. I love that park, but a day there is not a cheap day.
No, at all. And it sucks because, like, you know, we're everybody here on this podcast are foodies. Like, we all love trying different foods, trying different drinks, and all that stuff. And it just it feels like they're just kind of price gouging, but also again going back to nickel and diming you, where it's like, hey, I'm spending money on the ticket. I'm gonna buy lots of food.
Yep.
Make me feel like I got value for what I'm paying for. But if I'm paying you just, you know, a one-off example here, $20 for some Maker's Mark and ginger ale in a cup when the bottle costs $20.
Yep.
Yes.
That is price gouging. I don't care if I'm in the Sistine Chapel. That is ridiculous.
Because your markup on that is, what, 10,000%.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's always like, even that is like where it always boggles my mind. You can apply the discount to food, but not to drinks, even though the margins on drinks are astronomical in comparison to the food.
Yeah,
like,
that's very
you would
true.
think it'd be the other way around.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, we're all going to do it. I'm going to complain. I've said this before. Tracy and I have this. There should be, I'm sure there's a name for it. But it's like, if we're at home and we see some cookies in the store and we're like, oh, they look really nice. And Tracy's like, they're £6 for like 3. And I'm like, that.
I'm like, do you know how many cookies I can make with that?
Yeah, we walk into Snookers and we'll pay $6 for one cookie and not even bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
It's like on holiday, couldn't care less. I said,
but they do taste better when you're on holiday.
Oh, those oatmeal raisins from there.
I told you, I've been telling you for years about the oatmeal raisin, but you know.
There should be a name for that.
Yeah, I would. If we went out, not that we ever do, but if Tracy and I went out for a drink,
it's vacation math, isn't it?
And we bought 3 alcoholic drinks between us, and it came to like £100. I would be like, you'd have to pick me up off the floor. Yeah, we spent an hour in the Plastered Owl and spent virtually the same thing. I was like, it's the best night we've ever had.
That was the
three drinks. It's future Lee and Tracy's problem. It's not currently in Tracy's problem.
Hang on. Don't throw me in the future
no,
part.
See,
it's just future Lee's problem. Thank you.
Tracy's
future Lee's problem.
Tracy's fine on both sides.
Future
Tracy's having a blast.
But it's not even that. It's not like we're not put it on the credit card and pay for it later. I scrimp and scrape. So when we take our holiday money out with us, I can. If we bring some back, fantastic, brilliant. It'll go towards the next one. If we don't, I'm not bothered because I've already budgeted for that money. That's the difference. But it's just, it's like a $13 Sprite from Bar Helios. It's like, what the hell?
It wasn't even nice.
American Sprite's different to ours, to be fair.
It was weird. I've never drank anything that's fizzy that was actually sharp. Like as in, like blades.
Actually,
sharp.
Michelle should be the barometer for this because she's the 1%er everywhere. Michelle, are you different at home as you are when you go to Universal as far as like what you will spend money on?
It depends.
She doesn't want to say no.
Model X.
Right now, for the past 6
of
months,
course.
yes, I've been much more frugal. But no, if I want something and I can get it, then I usually get it.
And so you can see how much our perspectives changed. And again, I entirely blame Michelle.
I
blame her too. I don't know what it's for, but I blame her.
How many memories have you made since I've been in your life, Lee and Tracy?
None.
Wow.
Bad ones, terrible ones. Anyway.
My favourite ones, Michelle.
So many memories.
Yeah.
The place I was going
memories.
was...
always make more money.
So prior to Michelle kind of coming on board, we were always stay off-site people. Mm-hmm. Generally, the cheapest, like our
We did have kids at the time as well.
No,
so
even before... No, that's not...
Even
before that, literally, if we used to book a holiday, it would be the cheapest hotel in the brochure. It didn't matter. It was like
as long as it's
just
clean and comfortable.
We didn't even need that. It's just like
yes, we did.
No, we didn't. Because I can tell you now. We didn't. How would you know from looking in a brochure? You have no idea what it looks like. So generally, we would book the cheapest hotel. We would book the cheapest hotel, and we did it. We did it the first twice.
We had arguments because I was like, I'm not going that cheap.
We stayed at the cheapest hotel in those brochures. I can guarantee you right now.
Lee was looking at the Motel 5.
We stayed at a hotel that doesn't even exist in Orlando right now.
We knew it wasn't existing before they knew it wasn't
Oh
existed.
no, that's a different. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
So we stayed at the Days Inn Lakeside, which is sort of to the right of where that big McDonald's is, and it was all right to be fair, but it was crap. And then
It was
we
a
did the
proper
Weekender.
roach motel.
We did the Weekender, and we stayed for a week in the Royal Pacific, which, judging by those prices, will never happen again. And I kind of like this. And then we were going to stay at the Enclave again when we came out with the kids in 22.
And
And I was like, oh, should we have a look at Dockside and Surfside? Because it'll make things easy with the bus and not all the rest of it. And then we've never looked back.
But
I don't
I'd
even look at
also
off-site
been
hotels
seeing
now.
all of the really negative reviews that were coming out about it, because it did go right downhill.
But I never look at off-site hotels now, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
But the math, I mean, and part of the convincing was the math, in that when you stay off site, you probably don't have to, it depends on where you stay, but you most likely don't have to pay for a parking fee, but you do have to rent a car. So by the
Yep.
time you rent the vehicle and then you pay for parking at Universal or
Yep.
whichever park you're going to, you've pretty much paid the same price as what you would have paid to stay on property at Universal and not need a car. But then also you have to remember at the beginning of your trips, when you first started coming to Orlando, I'm sure you weren't just doing Universal.
No.
Like you would do a little bit of Disney or
Yeah,
SeaWorld
SeaWorld,
or
sometimes
something,
go
no?
down the bush.
Michelle, we were doing everything. That first trip we did literally
Yeah.
Gatorland, Kennedy Space Centre, Busch Gardens,
Well, it was our
SeaWorld,
only-
Disney,
Yeah.
Universal.
Come on, it was going to be our only trip.
Yeah, we've done, 13 now?
yeah. And
Yeah.
now you pretty much come for Universal, and you've got so many friends in town or
Yeah.
who will be in town at the same time that if you need to go somewhere else, there's always somebody available to take you.
Exactly.
So.
the,
And there's Uber.
yeah, the
Uber's
fact-
so easy.
the fact that we've got Uber now just makes getting around so much easier.
Oh, there is the private bus.
yeah.
What, the Brighams?
No, the private bus.
Oh, the private bus. Yeah, we
That
need
was
to, anyway,
hilarious.
a Uber. Anyway, we've got completely off topic right now.
It's not like us.
Anybody?
I don't even know how we started on that, to be honest.
No.
Nickel and diming.
Ah, yes.
So Volcano Bay Nights. Chris, are we going to go to Volcano Bay Nights this time?
What is that?
You can tell
September
Michelle's
again?
got a job again.
I do want to go back to Volcano Bay. That it's on the radar for
It's been a
this
long
year.
time since you've been, actually, isn't
I'm
it?
quite pleased that Vol's
It-
back.
It has.
I am very glad Vol's back.
Yeah.
I wish it was still interactive, but I'm glad to have Vol
Some form.
in any
yeah.
way, shape, or form. But yeah, no, like
And
last
Lucas
year.
is probably old enough to like go
Yes.
and do a little bit of fun stuff.
No, he definitely is. Like that was the reason why we didn't go last year, because it just didn't make any sense.
No.
Like he was way too young, and the heat, all that stuff, like absolutely not. Like Alexa and I have struggles in the heat sometimes with a child. No, but yeah, no, this year he should definitely. He loves playing in the water here at home, and
Oh, I've
so,
seen the
Yeah.
pictures.
yeah, he loves. The kid's a wild one. So hopefully we make it out there this year. Yes, Michelle, let's figure out a Volcano Bay Nights too. I would like to go check that out.
Yes, let's do it. I'm excited about
Is
that.
there Scooby Doo, right?
No, that was last year.
No.
It's DreamWorks characters this year. Do you not
It's
listen,
DreamWorks
Chris?
characters.
Right. Let's move on. Tracy.
Yes. Okay. Right. Everybody, thank you. All of you who sent in entries to be in with a chance to win our photo shoot with Maria Raboli at Universal Orlando. And it's time to draw the winner. Doo-doo!
Woo! We have put everyone's name into a randomizer, and Lee is going to spin it to win it, and we will announce the winner. Lee is on camera, so we can all keep an eye on the legitimacy of the winner and hold him responsible for not cheating.
I just don't want anyone to go, oh my God, I can't believe they won it. They're best friends with them. So, because there are some people in here we're obviously really good friends with, and I don't want everyone
me?
to think that we've
Am I winning?
not really spun it. So anyway,
Play favorites.
yeah, basically. We've had quite a few entries.
We've had a
actually,
few
and it's been
people
really
that we don't recognise their names. Which has been
fun
good.
looking at all the photos because I've been dealing with that. But yes, we had a lot more than we normally get for other things. So here we go. Are we ready?
All right, here's the Wheel of Fortune. Let's go for it. Tap it.
Oh, I can hear
And
it.
spinning, 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 spinning. And the winner, I can't
It is
read.
green.
Alexa,
Lee, you want to
Lee,
announce
the
that?
winner is.
The winner is Scott Egan.
Woohoo!
Well done, Scott.
Congratulations, Scott.
Congratulations, Scott Egan. Woo
Whoop,
woo.
whoop, whoop,
We will
whoop.
pass your details on to Maria, and she will be in touch to organize the shoot. And we can't wait to see your pictures. Enjoy your session.
Yeah, I know Maria's really excited to find out who won it, so I will message her after we've finished recording this and
Yeah.
get all that sorted. But thank you, everyone, and for sending in your entries. Sorry for those that didn't win, but unfortunately only one can win. But yeah, it was cool. Maybe we can talk Maria into doing another one of these at some point.
Maybe. But yeah.
I think we need a photo shoot while Lee and Chris are in their skirt outfits
That's
that we
not
buy.
gonna happen.
In our crop tops.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no way that's coming out. No way.
Not for free, but
Oh, if
on
you
our
wear that,
OnlyFans.
if you wear that, Lee, if you wear that, everything's coming out, buddy.
Exactly. That's why I'm not wearing it.
Just gonna do my makeup.
Anyway, moving on. It's time for the last batch of birthdays, Tracy.
It is indeed. Okay, so we've got 3 in this one, and we are kicking off with one of my favourite people.
Yeah.
Always has my back. I love this dude so much. On March 28th, it's our very own Chris Savalla's birthday. Happy birthday, Chris!
Feliz cumpleaños!
Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
How old are you
Love
this year?
all.
50?
21
Oh, what?
again.
How old are you this year? 50?
It is the
41. How old are you, actually?
21st anniversary of being 21.
Ah, there you go. Please do maths in his head.
I wasn't really
Yeah,
listening. if I'm
I
honest.
think I messed that up too, but it's close enough.
I know, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah. Okay. Have you got any plans?
Well, you said you were going to come over so we can have some drinks to celebrate.
Oh,
So
Surprise! Lee didn't know about that.
My
Yeah.
bank balance doesn't know about that either.
that's future Lee's problem, not current
Exactly.
Lee. We talked about that. No plans yet.
No.
Yeah, just celebrate here with the fam.
Awesome. Okay. So on the 29th, it's Neve. On the 29th, it's Neve Burns' birthday. Happy birthday, Neve!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And last but by no means least, on the 30th, it's Nicole Graves' birthday. Happy birthday, Nicole!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Nicole.
Feliz cumpleaños, Nicole.
Big happy birthday to all of you. Hope you have a great time, get lots of presents, get spoiled rotten, and have lots and lots of cake.
I could just eat some cake.
I will have cake.
Good.
Yo deseo ir a México.
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
Well, moving on, Seth mentioned it in little things, but Chris, can you tell us a little bit more about something that's going on at Universal Orlando Resort and Universal Hollywood right now, actually?
Absolutely. Are you excited for the new Super Mario Galaxy movie? Are you visiting Universal Orlando or Hollywood soon? Then we have got something for you. It began on March 10th, and Universal Hollywood and Universal Orlando are inviting guests to power up their visit with limited time experiences within the imaginative and interactive Super Nintendo world. And at Universal City Walk, in celebration of Nintendo and Illumination's highly anticipated film, the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Chris, I need you to say Super Nintendo World like you just did every time on this podcast that you have to say Super Nintendo World.
How did I say it? Did I f it up?
No, but I need you to. I will clip it out and send it to you because it needs to be said like that every time.
Okay.
The limited time experience, which launched on Mario Day, Tuesday, March 10th. Haha.
Yeah.
Will continue daily through Monday, April 13th, 2026. Fans of all ages can look forward to leveling up with exclusive offerings and photo opportunities just in time for the film's premiere on Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. As the centerpiece of the experience at Super Nintendo World, Yoshi will participate in a limited time meet and greet opportunity at both Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
So we've watched some vlogs this
We have.
weekend of it, and that Yoshi meet and greet, he's not out for very long,
Nope.
and that line gets cut off very quickly. So if you want to see him, you need to get there. What? They said about 20 minutes, half
20
an
to
hour?
30 minutes before, yeah.
Yeah, before, but it's super cool.
So I have to ask, what is the Yoshi character like? Is it a stand-up human, or is it a robot, or?
No, it's just it's like the Donkey Kong, but Yoshi.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna use like some kind of Boston Dynamics robot. Which would be kinda cool.
It's not like Toothless.
No.
Yeah.
There is a specialty dessert crafted to reflect the cosmic adventure This will be available for purchase at select dining locations. Universal Hollywood and Epic Universe will offer movie-inspired food, including the Rosalina cupcake, a blue velvet cupcake filled with blueberry cheesecake, lemon buttercream, and topped with a chocolate crown and star.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, and yes.
I need to double fist that. Yes.
I mean, that sounds like the perfect combination.
right. It's not chocolate.
Yeah.
It's great. They also have Galaxy Popcorn, which is a multicoloured berry-flavoured popcorn with edible glitter.
I know you
Which-
don't like popcorn.
Ooh.
I think it's all fruity flavours,
It's-
according to Tim
Like
Tracker.
Fruity Pebbles, apparently.
Yeah, if you like Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles, you'll like that, apparently.
I must admit, we're not allowed food colouring over here anymore, and I've
Of sugar,
not
apparently.
seen colour like that in a very long time. It was quite shocking. Plus, fans of both destinations can take home a piece of the Galaxy experience with limited time merchandise inspired by the film and available to purchase. The exclusive first-of-its-kind interactive shoulder pals, themed to the Luma in the film, will be offered in both blue and yellow, which feature light and sound and communicate with each other when close together.
So Michelle, as a fan of
Aw.
Brie Larson, she was the one that kind of, because she's playing Rosalina in the movie, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So she was the one that did like the announcement video for those shoulder pals. And Michelle, I know you're a shoulder pal gal. You are going to love those
They
things.
are so cute.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
And they talk
And
to
it's
each
free.
other.
I can't remember. Did we find out how much they were?
$40 a piece.
Which I didn't. Oh, you're right. But I didn't think that was bad for
No, you
what they
didn't.
are. For an interactive
For
thing.
interactive, not terrible.
No, I didn't think it was bad. It's funny, isn't it? Again, we talked about it earlier, how sometimes they nickel and dime stuff, and then other times you look at stuff and go, actually, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I feel
we should
like
probably
the-
stop pointing out that.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Wasn't the Hedwig ones, weren't they
60,
more expensive? I
think.
thought they were more like 60.
Yeah, I think it was 60.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's actually a really good price then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hedwig one's the most expensive.
Did you pay $60 for that?
No?
Jesus Christ. No. Did you?
Me?
No,
No.
Tracy.
I don't know. I just hand over money. I don't count
Did
it.
we not
He
get
didn't
them?
pay for
I don't know.
that. I can tell you that much.
Did we not get them from the
Well, I may.
from the Brown Derby? No.
No.
Jesus Christ. This is tells you Tracy buys
I
stuff. and doesn't
usually
tell me.
shop.
Somebody else
I
bought
usually
it for me.
shop with very particular shopping partners that may have really good pricing on things.
Mhm.
So.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we try to.
I think we may have actually done that, actually. Yes. I think we went shopping with somebody and that's when I bought it.
The Popcorn Doctor.
Yes.
Probably.
Mm.
The fun will extend to Universal City Walk Orlando and Hollywood, where guests can capture unforgettable memories with a theme photo opportunity inspired by the Super Mario Galaxy movie. The vibrant setting will invite fans to pose in galactic tunnel-like experience straight from Mario's newest on-screen journey.
I love that they do this. I love that they've got the Cinemark in City Walk and that they can actively do sort of this kind of promotion stuff, especially where it is, because everyone walking into the park will see it. It's pretty cool, actually.
Posing in a galactic tunnel.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
very much like if you imagine that the Super Nintendo world portal was a star shape, that's kind of what this is. Because it's a star shape, and then the tunnel has LED screens on it, like the portals at
okay,
Epic Universe. It's pretty cool, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fans can also catch the Super Mario Galaxy movie on the big screen at Universal Cinema at Universal City Walk Hollywood and Universal Cinemark at Universal City Walk Orlando beginning on April 1st.
And I can vouch for that. The Orlando cinema being very comfortable.
I have not been.
I got whisked off.
I know you did.
Mm.
Yeah, they're nice.
I was impressed. Mm-hmm.
It's funny, I was talking to Tracy about this earlier, and I think that outside of Harry Potter, Super Nintendo is probably Universal's biggest IP right now.
Yeah.
That it's setting the sort of foundation for what's coming moving forward as well. Because if you look at a lot of the other stuff that they're kind of dealing with, it doesn't have any sort of future developments, whereas we already know that Pokemon's coming and that probably Zelda's coming and all this other
Zelda's
stuff.
coming.
I think Super Nintendo, even though I'm not, I mean, I know, Michelle, you're not a Super Nintendo, but I'm not even a video game person, but I just think from a perspective of an IP that Universal are licensing, I think it's the second biggest property they have right now outside of Potter.
I mean, I may not be like a huge fan, like a fanatic of the franchise, but it's a franchise that fits in a theme park
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You're
Regardless.
100%.
and it's enjoyable for everybody. So
It's an easy one that you don't necessarily need to have any sort of nostalgia or even relationship with any
No.
of the characters to understand what they are. Like, the characters are cute. I don't
Right.
really know who Toad is or Yoshi or whatever, but they're cute as hell.
Yeah,
Tell
and
me
they're
what
easy to
Nintendo
explain,
did.
like when you're in the parks.
Yeah.
So it's like, here, get this wristband. You're supposed to hit those boxes and get coins. Like, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, to give Big Dumb Stuff a plug, apart from the other guy that was on him with it, Kenneth and Kyle did a whole episode on the Super Nintendo World power-up bands. There was a guy on, his name rang a bell, but I wasn't quite sure. It's called Hunter or something. I don't know who he is. It kind of annoyed me a bit, to be fair. They did a whole, like, a 2.5 hour episode and really delved into it. And honestly, having done a big chunk of those interactive stuff, because of Guy and Dom, when we met up with Guy and Dom when we came out in May for the opening, it was because of Guy, really, that we ended up doing, like, did we do 3 of the key challenges and then got to do the
Yeah,
actual
got to the boss
Bowser
thing,
like
yeah.
the Bowser Jr. challenge thing, and it's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really doable with 2 people. That's the thing. But with us as a group of 4, it's
Yeah.
super doable.
And I know, Michelle, you weren't here when we... Oh, no, it was Chris wasn't here. We talked about interactivity in the parks, and that's probably where the sort of next evolution of stuff's going. And trying
Yeah.
to add more of that into the queues for rides and stuff. There's a little bit of it in Super Nintendo World, but I still think the stuff that they could put into the current Super Nintendo World to use more of that power-up band is there in spades. And then you look at, like, if Pokemon comes or Zelda, whatever, and just being able to add more interactivity. I think that's where theme parks are going to go.
Yeah, I agree.
So what I'm hearing then is when we get Pokemon, we're going to get interactive Pokeballs. Oh, that's just made my little nerdy heart very happy.
Pokemon's still a weird one, I think, as far as an attraction goes.
Oh,
Why is
not
that?
at all. I think it's awesome.
So much they can do with that.
See, I've never played
There's
Pokemon.
like Mario is one thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like Pokemon is bigger than Mario.
I agree.
Really?
Yeah.
From a gaming
yeah.
perspective. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The fandom behind Pokemon, because you have something that was started outside of video games altogether, right? Like there was trading card games, there was the TV show. Obviously, those when they came to the Game Boy, it was like mind blowing, right?
Yeah.
Still to this day, like people play them religiously. They just dropped what is it, the new Pokemon game on there, which is like a replica of God, what is that Switch game where you kind of build your little town?
I mean, there's many of them.
Stardew Valley,
No.
Animal
It's
Crossing.
it's a very peaceful game. And
Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing.
Crossing. Animal Crossing. So the new Pokemon's basically just another Animal Crossings, but of Pokemon, and people are loving it. Like, so it's just a huge franchise, and I think anything they throw in there is going to work amazingly, and it's going to bring even more people.
I didn't know that the cards and stuff came before the actual video games.
I'm
Yeah.
almost certain because like
They
I was
did.
collecting the cards first,
Wow.
and then the games came out later, which was like, oh, okay, we get to play it here now.
I mean, it's another generational thing, isn't it? It's decades old.
Yeah. I was a teenager collecting them, so
Just
it's old.
The thing with Super Nintendo, like I say, they're always bringing games out, and it just for the future of Universal Orlando, the stuff that they could mine is huge.
Yes.
And again, doing that sort of trifecta like they did with Potter of having something in every park. So you've got, like, if you're a Potter fan, you've got to go to Islands, you've got to go to Studios, and you've got to go to Epic. If you're a Nintendo fan, they're going to do the same thing. So you've got to go to Epic, you've got to go to Studios and Islands. And I still think Zelda's a better fit in Islands, but then Pokemon doesn't really fit in Springfield either, to be fair. It doesn't. To be fair, Pokemon doesn't fit in Studios at all. Or Nintendo.
No,
Nintendo
it doesn't at all.
fit.
To be
No.
honest, it should just have its own park. I'll be quite honest.
Nintendo
It really
doesn't
could.
fit in Studios. Because I know the original plan for Pokemon and stuff was supposed to be going into Kid Zone. And then
Yes.
obviously Epic
Oh,
Universe came along and they were like, oh no, we'll just stuff it in there because it makes much more sense. And that's why DreamWorks came to there. But
I think whatever they do, it's going to be like you said, right? It's going to go to all the parks. It's going to be another Harry Potter
Yeah.
why
model
wouldn't
for sure.
you? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they struck absolute gold with having Hogsmeade where it was, and then
Oh,
being
beautiful.
able to put Diagon Alley literally opposite it, and then put the Hogwarts Express. It's like, if you want to go to both of them, you have to have a park-to-park ticket.
I still think that is one of the most amazing genius ideas ever in theme park ever.
Yeah.
As like a fan and as a company, right? Like to force your guests to have to buy a multi-park ticket to experience an attraction, but you want to do it because you want to experience it.
Yeah.
So like, why wouldn't I buy that ticket?
I don't think there's another theme park in the world that does that.
I don't think there's another theme park, is there?
Because there
Literally
probably
say
isn't.
that.
There won't be.
Two
Like
that in
how
such
many?
close proximity
You've only
for a
really got
start.
California Adventure and Disneyland, which there isn't really something. Disney don't really have properties that you could do that with. Star Wars, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, they have
Marvel, I
They
guess
have
you
a
could
lot
do
of
the
properties.
Portal. Like, I'm surprised they haven't gone down that route with Doctor Strange. Because they've already
I
got
would love to
portals
do
built
that.
in, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
It really would.
Yeah.
I need to watch that.
By the way, I
tomorrow.
do want to make a quick correction here before the Pokemon police come after me. I just did a quick Google search.
Go on then.
So both the games and the cards came out the same year.
Okay.
So the games came out in February. Cards were released in October. I guess that closeness of it made me think about the cards because I was more infatuated with collecting cards.
I thought the cards
What about
came
the
out
books?
early.
Didn't the books come out first?
Books?
Or like simultaneously?
I didn't even know there was books. Shows how far back. I've never been a Nintendo person.
I know you weren't.
The mangas. I mean, it's a manga.
I didn't know that.
No, it says here the franchise originated as a pair of video games, Pocket Monsters Red and Green, or Pokemon.
Played both of those.
Yeah.
And then Yellow. Actually, Yellow was the last one I ever played. That's how old
Maybe
I
it's a
am.
Mandela effect here. I think we all
Maybe.
are thinking of some other
But
timeline that we jumped.
Chris, I think you probably find it's just old age.
Sure. Yes.
That's better than believe we'll come
Happy
to
birthday.
some awful timeline.
Yeah, basically. But yes, I think Nintendo's going to prove to be a huge IP for Universal moving forward, and I think it seems like Potter was that Miyamoto is very precious over his brand and will hold
Quite rightly
Universal to the top standard, which is what it needs.
Right.
Yeah. And Universal having that IP, I think, is, and this is just anecdotal, but I feel like the Nintendo IP in general, not just Pokemon, but Nintendo is a greater IP to hold than the Harry Potter one. And the reason why I say that is because of the amount of its fan base, because you have kids that grew up playing this that now are parents that are playing it with their kids. And it's just this generational thing. A buddy of mine, literally, like, we played I haven't played any Pokemon games in years. I just haven't. Right. I want to try picking it back up, but my buddy played as a kid, collected as well.
Mm-hmm.
And his kids now are 8 and like 7, I think, or 6. And he's doing
The what, 6 and
everything
7?
the same way. The what?
Wow.
Nothing.
I'll shoot
He's
him
doing
next.
everything the same way, right? Like, so I think the fan base is much larger than that of like a Potter fan base. Like, it's nice to have.
Yeah.
So I've just had a thought. So you know how when Disney take over something, we suddenly have technically that makes this person, this character, a Disney princess.
Yeah.
Does this mean then that Pokemon Pocket Monsters will become Universal Monsters? I think we have to roll with that.
I think if they did like a mashup T-shirt of like certain Pokemon as the Universal Monsters, that would be amazing.
Yes.
I need that
Oh,
to
yeah.
happen.
That would be super cool.
Okay.
Super.
Cool. But yeah, again, just being able to do something like this to celebrate the opening of the new movie is awesome. I love that there's always these limited time things going on because of the franchises. Like, you look at what Potter brings now. I know they used to do a celebration of Harry Potter, but they got rid of that. But you've got Butterbeer season now. You've got Mario, and they do stuff for the Olympics or whatever it is. And I love that because of the IPs and things that they have in place at Universal, that it allows them to do these limited time things. And they're super cool because then there's always... It's a double-edged sword, I guess. There's always something going on, but it also goes to that point of, like, it's rare to go to the parks and just see the parks for what they are now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Totally
think
agree.
May last year, when we went out for the opening of Epic, is the first time that we've been into Islands and Studios when that it's like not Mardi Gras, not the holidays, not Halloween Horror Nights. Probably ever. Well, since 2005. And it was weird. But then there was still that Jaws thing going on in Amity, wasn't there? Yeah, I love it. It's cool.
See, you just got to come back more often.
I wish.
Right.
Well, that is going to wrap up the podcast. Don't forget, we want you to send in your recordings because we are doing it in 2 weeks' time, guys. We need you to send in your recordings of trying the 3 OG cones at Epic Universe's Isle of Burke for this year's segment, Which Cone Makes You Mourn? So rate each one of them out of 5, and you can send those recordings to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And again, we're going to be debuting our new theme tune, which none of us have heard yet.
No, it's killing me.
I'm dying to. Is it today? Are we doing it today?
No, it's going to be 2 weeks' time.
Oh, we have to.
Oh, yes, you're going to wait another 2 weeks.
Dang.
I'm not liking this.
Yeah, so get them in. So we've got plenty to keep going. We've got one at the moment. So people, if you go into Epic, go and try. You don't have to try all 3 of them in one go. You try one, rate that one. Try when you go back, try the others, whatever. Just get them into
Although
us.
if anybody does try all 3 and eats all 3 in one go, like in their entirety, you'll be my hero because that's a lot of food.
Impressive.
Very.
I like how you said you couldn't. Not that you couldn't do it. Just a lot of food.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure I could do it. I could.
I have faith in you, Trace.
Have you 2 tried them?
It's going to be a challenge next time.
The cones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Which one did
I
you
know
get?
I have. I don't think Alexa has.
Which one did you get, Michelle?
I think it was the PB&J.
What did you think?
We Audrey and I shared it. We loved it.
Oh, you did? You got it on opening
Yes,
day. You're
yeah.
right. I do remember, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember you didn't invite me.
They are so good.
Anyway, that's going to wrap up this week's podcast. Chris will not be back next week for Double Indemnity right now, so we will see you next week as we tackle Blue Loop's article, The 7 Epic Breakthroughs of Epic Universe. See ya!
That's the end of another Stella episode of UUOP. Use the Flu Network to give you access to us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. And check out our blog at uuopodcast.com for everything else. Send your owls to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And if you want to join the Producers Club, jump down the warp pipe at uuop.supercast.com. It's alive on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else that podcasts are found. So please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Dragons aren't the only way to get around. Email Michelle at portkeyvacations.com. She can take care of all aspects of your next Universal Orlando vacation. Listen to them, the children of the night, the children of the UUOP network. Rush of Fear Halloween Horror Nights podcast, the theme park duo for all your West Coast news and info. The Taste of Universal, Universal Orlando Food Podcast, Portkey Passport, an adult-centric Disney podcast, the unofficial Universal Great Britain podcast, and Big Dumb Stuff, our comedy, pop culture, and themed entertainment podcast. Make sure to subscribe and come back next week because in the end, it turns out all we needed was a little more of this.